In Pine Bluff, Arkansas, it's being called CoonGate. It began when this city council member, Bill Brummett, who is white, referred to Jimmy Cunningham, an African American, as Cooningham. It happened during a Facebook exchange. Coon is a vicious racial slur aimed at demeaning African Americans. Brummett at first claimed it was a typo. That, says the NAACP, is a lie. They note that based on his post, Brummett had more than 18 hours to correct the problem. And most important, they say, it had already been edited. Not only that, Brummett refers to Cunningham as Cummingham and a pompous ... Most of us know what follows the word pompous. Here's something else. On Facebook, one of Brummett's supporters refers to First Lady Michelle Obama as a bald-headed ape. Instead of denouncing that post, Brummett decided to sit and do an interview with that person. Listen to this. Here's a sample of Brummett's "Some of My Best Friends Are Black" routine.
I put that together, that she's actually married to a black gentleman and a real nice guy, and they have mixed kids, and she put this together, and within 2 hours there were 500 people that had liked it and backed me. Now there's over 1,400 people that have gone on that page and said they appreciate what I'm doing.
It doesn't stop there. A while back, a supporter posted on Brummett's Facebook page that Pine Bluff's then police chief is a stupid black bee. Brummett, some say, allowed the post to remain for days and yet failed to denounce or distance himself from the controversy. This has led many in the community to conclude that Brummett is a racist. For example, Brummett once jokingly called for White History Month, and during a re-election bid he once posted, "If you don't vote, they win." Many say that is a thinly veiled line designed to energize hate mongers. Pine Bluff, by the way, is 70% African American, and as it stands now, Brummett is the only white member of the Pine Bluff City Council. Now back to CoonGate. Again, Brummett claimed it was a typo. He then claimed he sent Cunningham an apology. He claimed that Cunningham accepted his apology. Not so, says Cunningham. Brummett then backtracked and now says that Cunningham only acknowledged that he received the apology but did not accept it. For damage control, Brummett in the 9th hour published a so-called apology in the local newspaper. His detractors say it's too little, too late. They say his lies, deception, cover-ups, and lack of sincerity, taken as a whole, makes him untrustworthy. Brummett says all of this hurts his family, yet many say the same could be said of Mrs. Donna Cunningham, who certainly did not give birth to a coon. And what about the hurt caused to Brenda Davis Jones's family, who are convinced that Brummett condoned what was posted? And finally, the family of First Lady Michelle Obama. Being called an ape does a tremendous disservice not only to Mrs. Obama, but to the president and their daughters. On the local side, some say Brummett is convinced that appealing to the religious nature of the black community will save his political career. But a group of local ministers meeting privately say that will not be the case. Meanwhile, the mayor has distanced herself from the divisive council member, and rightly so, says political observers. They say if the mayor decides, Brummett may derail her re-election bid. On the legislative side, the council has cast a unanimous no-confidence vote. The Pine Bluff branch of the NAACP and the state branch have called for Brummett to resign, and they're launching a recall vote. Community activist Jack Foster says Brummett should step down, that he is hurting the city. Additionally, the local study group of the Nation of Islam has said Brummett should step aside. But most important, the state's largest newspaper, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, says Brummett should step down. The editor of the editorial pages for the Democrat-Gazette is none other than Paul Greenberg. Greenberg, by the way, is a Pulitzer Prize-winning writer. The Pulitzer Prize, if you didn't know, is the Academy Award for writers. Protesters, meanwhile, are planning additional demonstrations in front of a Brummett-owned business. And during the last council session, since there were no pressing issues on the agenda, a vote to adjourn was taken, with several members noting they can no longer work with Brummett, calling him a tainted roadblock to city progress. With the meeting over, Brummett was left sitting, alone, pondering how he created what is now being called CoonGate. This is Lloyd Donald. If you have any comments, please post them. If you want to keep them private, please feel free to inbox me. We'll keep you posted